Am I the a-hole for refusing to help my boyfriend's dying mother while planning a trip to Europe? This is a complicated one, and I'm struggling with some serious guilt, but also frustration. I, 25F, live with my boyfriend, Liam, 24M, and lately our entire lives have been hijacked by his mom, Tanya. Let me back up. About a month ago, Tanya started telling everyone she's dying of cancer. It wasn't a formal announcement, just vague comments about being sick, then suddenly saying she has cancer, but no clear diagnosis. Liam and I tried to be supportive at first. Obviously, if she were seriously ill, we wanted to help. But things quickly got weird. Every time she went to the hospital, she'd come back with no diagnosis, no treatment plan, nothing in writing. They'd just send her home. One nurse even whispered to Liam that it might be psychosomatic or that Tanya could be exaggerating or flat out faking it. Still, we gave her the benefit of the doubt. At first, she asked to stay with us just for one night because she was feeling weak. We live in a tiny one-bedroom apartment, but we agreed. That one night turned into a week of absolute chaos. She refused to let us use the AC or even a fan, claiming the air hurt her skin. But then she would blow-dry her hair every single morning for 20 minutes. She insisted the apartment stay completely dark and quiet. She hated the smell of our shampoo, our food, our incense. Everything was either a health hazard or offensive to her. She threw a fit over our Buddhist souvenirs and made us take them down, then insisted we hang a giant wooden cross over the bed. I caved and did it just to keep the peace. She constantly demanded help. I mean, constantly. I was working 2 jobs, trying to maintain a 4.0 GPA and a full-time college program, and I started slipping. My sleep was wrecked. I missed assignments. But even that wasn't the worst part. One night, at 3 a.m., Tanya barged into our bedroom, waking us up, naked by the way, because Liam and I sleep without clothes, and demanded that Liam give her a massage because her back felt tight. I was mortified. He tried to calm her down and offered to take her to the living room, but she acted like it was his duty to care for her, no matter the time or context. That was the first time I truly started thinking something is not right here. After that week, Tanya went back to her house, and we thought things might get better. They didn't. She started asking us to move in with her, permanently. Her house is an hour away from our jobs and school, and she framed it like it would be better for everyone. That way, she said, she wouldn't have to keep begging for help. Meanwhile, her health story kept shifting. One week she needed an MRI, then the surgery was cancelled, then chemo was postponed due to some random infection. Then she had E. coli. It felt like every time we questioned what was happening, there was a new excuse. But still, no paperwork. No doctors. Just tears, drama, and demands. Then came the jewelry incident. Her husband, David, funds her lifestyle, but travels a lot for work. She called Liam in a panic while David was gone, saying he was going to steal her jewelry while she was in the hospital. So we drove over there with the intention of helping her get to the ER afterward. Instead, we spent 16 hours at her house cleaning. I folded 420 pieces of clothing. I scrubbed floors, did dishes, vacuumed, reorganized her pantry. She sat there like a queen on a throne while I played unpaid maid. When we finally convinced her to go to the ER at 5 a.m., she insisted we just drop her off, then 3 hours later, called sobbing because she'd been rejected. Honestly, I'm not even sure she went in. It's been taking a huge toll on both Liam and me. We've been skipping meals, fighting more often, and completely losing ourselves to her chaos. Liam's boss has been furious that he switched to remote work without proper approval. My grades dropped for the first time in years. I'm exhausted. Spiritually, mentally, physically. Liam once admitted to me, in a rare moment of honesty, I'm just waiting for her to die so we can finally move to Europe. It hit me hard because he said it like it was inevitable. Like his life, our life, was on pause until this woman exited the picture. On top of everything, Liam has been forced to manage her divorce, attend legal meetings, and prep her funeral plans, all for someone who hasn't even been medically confirmed to be ill. Meanwhile, David, who's been paying her hospital bills and was totally unaware of the drama, flipped out. He sent Liam aggressive messages like, I call bullshit and don't show up at my house no more, then walked it back with a weak apology. A few days ago, Tanya called again. This time, she didn't want Liam, she wanted me. She said David was jealous of Liam and that she'd feel safer if I came instead. I told Liam absolutely not. I had made it clear that I needed that weekend to study for final exams and, honestly, the idea of being alone in that house with her made my skin crawl. Now, I'm planning a 2 to 3 week trip to Europe to see my mom. I haven't seen her in over a year, and I miss her. I need a break. I need a reset. I told Liam about it, and he said he supported it, but then called it a little selfish. He asked me, if I were dying, would you quit your job to be with me? And if it were your mom, would you help her? And those questions hurt. Because the truth is, yes, if my mom needed me, I would help. Because she would never manipulate me like this. She wouldn't lie or pull me out of school or expect me to be her full-time caretaker while questioning my boundaries and sense of reality. I love Liam. I really do. But this is beginning to poison everything between us. His mother's manipulations, his inability to draw firm boundaries, and the emotional blackmail are drowning our relationship. So now I'm asking you, am I the a-hole for refusing to help Tanya and choosing to go to Europe instead? Because part of me still feels guilty. But a bigger part of me feels like I'm finally standing up for myself.